There you go.
I'll let you know.
Okay, I'll just throw it real quick.
Okay.
Do I start it?
Yep.
Okay, everybody, can I have your attention, please? I'm going to do this. That's what my teacher does in my son's class. Unfortunately, I'm supposed to do. Okay, we'll work on it. Welcome to our sales meeting. We've got a lot of things on the agenda, and so we want to get started right away. Good morning. Everybody's doing okay? Everybody's good, healthy? Well, I see a lot of new faces. We're going to get to those shortly. We're going to start with our vision, which is to be the #1 market center in profit share in the Southwest region. Yeah, well, I went from this to this, right?
Yeah.
That was the old one. Okay, in 2020. We've got a lot of things happening this next year. So as we continue throughout this meeting, you're going to meet people that are going to help us get there. There's a lot of new faces that have been recruited, and I'm happy to say that they are motivated and ready to sign up and do the KW, follow the models, the systems, the tools. And we also have other people that have been more than willing to reach out and help these people. In the bullpen, I just want to say another thank you again to agents that have been there. I think on Wednesdays is the day they're coming and showing how they run a business, how they make calls, and very inspirational to those that are new agents out there. So thank you so much for being a part of that. That is what's going to help us reach our vision. The last slide, the vision for 2020. One thing I'd like to start introducing is the PC coach. I'm wearing a couple hats right now. Right now I'm PC. When I go here, I'm interim team leader. So PC, one of the things I'd like to talk about are the Y4C2Ts. We have, Danette had mentioned that somebody had a great experience in the last couple weeks about the win-win or no deal situation. And Pat Katie was the one that had a little story. She's not here.
Okay.
So Danette, would you like to share
Oh, sure.
the win-win? I appreciate it.
Well, I was reviewing Pat Katie's file, and basically what came out of it, because there were some questions on the file that I had to call her for, is that she got the listing that she got because she was working with a buyer, and the buyer really liked a certain neighborhood, and just for the heck of it, she walked the neighborhood, knocked on a door, and got the listing. So it was a win-win for the buyer, a win-win for the seller, and it was a win-win for her.
Woohoo.
And I had mentioned this to Jesse this morning, and Jesse said actually it's a win-win-win-win. I mean, the win continues. So this month we're focusing in on win-win or no deal. So as the month goes on, if you see examples of that, please share on Facebook your win-win. As Keller Williams agents, we practice these, and sometimes we're practicing not knowing that we're already practicing them. But it's also important to be able to recite them, because the more we can show our value, the more people are going to trust us. And win-win, when I'm sitting and recruiting a new agent, I'm not going to be able to convince someone to join our company if I can't show them the value. And one of the values is, look, we want to win and we want you to win. If you win, we win. That's just the way it works. And it's that way or it's no deal at all. And I think when we come across that way in our listing presentations, and by the way, I do have a copy here that everybody can post it. I've got a couple, you might even be able to take two. I put one on my door. As the PC coach, I need to know these as well. And I think if you would like, I would challenge you to put these into your listing presentations and talk about them when you're with your clients and your buyers. So I have copies here. I feel like a teacher. I'll pass them out at the end of class. We'd like to welcome our partners, Fidelity National. Would you stand up if you're not already standing? Thank you. Security Title, Academy Mortgage, the Gething Team.
I don't see Brian.
Not here. Movement Mortgage, and Title Alliance. Thank you so much. When we talk about the Y4C2Ts, this is part of that situation. It's a win-win for all of us. And those people create that win-win situation for us. So thank you for your support. Next, these gorgeous people are not just gorgeous because they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous because they're on the Associate Leadership Committee and they're members of that committee, the ALC. Would you please stand up? If you are here, let's recognize them. For those of you that are new, our ALC is like our board of our company here. And that's another thing, when we're recruiting and when I'm talking to new agents, they are amazed to hear what KW actually provides, that there's actually agents that run the company. And that everything is out there. We have committees: finance, growth, productivity, culture, safety, and the agent advocate committee. And the other most important point I would say is that it's not exclusive. It is open to everybody, and everybody's encouraged to be a part of it. And I know as a new agent, I at one point felt like, well, it's an established company. There are relationships that already exist. How am I going to become a part of that? And so I want to let everybody know, even if you are a seasoned agent and you thought about it, please just go to they're posted every month. If you want to ask me about them, I'm happy to explain the committees, and I just want to make sure that you know that you're warmly invited to attend any of these committees, and most importantly, your ideas are very much appreciated. So quickly, we're going to have an update from two of the committees, safety and culture. Who's first?
Safety.
Woo!
Awesome. So we are the safety committee. We'll introduce ourselves. I'm Beth Madsen.
I'm Debbie Marcus. I'm Kimberly Armand. Melanie Nemitz.
Connie Murphy. All right, and we had our first safety meeting last week, and we've come up with some goals. The first goal is we're going to have quarterly instruction available. A couple of the ideas that we've talked about is personal safety as far as defense, doing some courses on that. We're talking about doing some gun range classes and and doing some monthly, drop-ins, couple hours every month where we all meet at one gun range, drop in, drop out, whatever you want to do, get some practice. And another idea that someone brought up was CPR classes. So if there's interest in that, we'll consider doing something like that. Monthly, we're going to do a video for our Facebook page. We produced our video this week. It's quite comical. So that's going to be produced the first Friday of every month, so look for that tomorrow. And lastly, we're going to put weekly tips, safety tips, on our Facebook page so that you think about it over the weekend if you're doing an open house or showing clients to just think about safety. And maybe we can offer you a tip that you hadn't thought of. I have 5 full minutes though, right?
Yes, ma'am.
We want to ask you to reach out to us if there's anything in particular that you would like to see. Maybe you've heard of some other company doing different things, or you'd like to see us do something like that. We're really open to that, and we could, maybe do a video on your topic if you'd like. Some of the topics we're going to be doing videos on our open house safety, showing clients, parking lot safety, gas station safety, just different things that you need to think about when you're out and about. Last but not least, hopefully you'll find our videos so riveting that you'll want to share them with other agents, not just KW agents, and show other agents and other brokerages what a great company we are and that we look out for our agents.
Woohoo.
Culture committee, come on up.
Without bringing everybody up with us. John, Lori, Eva.
Come on, you guys.
Andrew.
So do they get their own 5 minutes, or they get to share what's left?
No, they get their own.
Oh,
time.
We don't need a ton.
Thank you. Go for it. Oh, we're waiting for one turn. Okay. Oh, Tony's on it. Wow.
I know.
Andrew's normally in there. You're out. Tia got Tia. Nice. So we are the culture committee, and of course anyone else is more than welcome to join us. So we have John Wilmark, who's also with Academy Mortgage, Mindy, of course, with Amy Jones Group, Lori Tudor, and Tony Preston. And again, it's welcome to everybody. So Barbie, if you want to join too, you're more than welcome. So we have some main goals. We really want everyone's participation, even through the ALC, to get with culture and really help us to grow this. Our number one goal for this year is to really get more participation in the office, get to know each other better, be able to go out and ask questions and not feel nervous about doing that. So we really want to start growing this culture bigger and better, and to get more agents to say, wow, that's what we want to do.
Totally.
So I think that's our number one goal.
Yep.
So, but now our outline, so far we have our, we have Red Days working, right? So we may be doing something with City of Mesa, so we're really trying to find out. That's what this little piece of paper is that we passed out. So we really want to find out what all of you guys want to do, where you like to focus on with manual labor or not.
Tell them what Red Day is, there's people here that won't know.
Oh, okay, for those who don't know what Red Day is, every May for Mo Anderson's birthday, every KW office shuts down and we give back to the community. So however that is, whether it's helping House of Refuge we've done, Sunshine Acres, Save the Family, and we usually take them on the entire year. What we really want to try and do this year is something with the city and get like a street of houses, so that we really make an impact in the neighborhood, and we really are trying to get down kind of where the vision is to move the new office, if we can. And thankfully Mindy's got some great contacts there, so that'll make it easier. And then also we've already secured our Christmas party location. Woo! So excited about that.
Do we get to find out today?
Do we want to tell today?
A lot of hard work on that part.
So this year we are going to give Steve and his band the year off, so that you can actually enjoy it with us and partake. So we have booked the Soho 63 down in Chandler, in downtown Chandler.
Fun.
There's hotel, there's great parking. It's going to be from 6 to 10. It's food, open bar, and fully just for you guys to come and enjoy yourselves. We're not going to ask you for any payment. It's our give back. We know there's going to be a lot of change this year, so we really want to grow as a team all the way around.
What's the date, Mary?
December 7th, it's going to be on a Friday from 6 to 10. And then of course there's great little restaurants and bars if people want to continue the dancing and the fun. We'll have a really good time. So, and it will be a DJ as well, so everyone can get out and shake a leg.
Put it in your calendar.
Shake a leg, yeah, put it in right now. So book it, and our goal is to really have 200 people there. So December 7th, spouses, it's going to be really fun. Yeah, go for it. You're good at it, so go for it.
All right, so was there a question? Oh.
No,
they're just
I was just saying,
signs.
it's a day that will live in infamy.
Yeah.
Christmas party.
That's what we're hoping for.
Yes.
So the culture committee meets on the first Tuesday of every month at 1:45. Everybody is totally welcome, and we for sure want to see as many faces as we can at that meeting. I know for myself and for a lot of agents here, a big part of the reason that we came here was because of the culture. And this year, there's a lot of change with a ton of new faces and potential new office and big growth and huge numbers and changes up here, and we just want to make sure at our very core that we're able to keep all of that same reason that you all came here alive and thriving and well and happy and growing. So that is at the core what we're trying to do, and the more of you that can be at the table to have those conversations with us and let us know where we're falling or we need a little help or we need a little leg up, the better that we can preserve this for all of us and for our families. So definitely come if you guys are able to do that. We did have our first meeting and we did talk about a couple of things in addition to the Christmas party and also for Red Day. We want to make sure that we're all leveraging this amazing event that Danette talked about at the sales meeting last month, which is the KW Open House or Spring Fling. It's going to be a great event on March 24th, and it's a really nice opportunity for us all to get together. We as a committee are trying to come up with a way monthly to get together, whether it's doing something to give back to the community or meeting up for a drink, just so that there's ways for the new people to meet people that have been here and people who don't get to connect to do that a little more regularly. So we'll tell you more about those things coming up. We've also put some suggestion boxes out downstairs here and also at the GBC. They're really cool looking red boxes, which I was really excited Sarah found for us, so thank you, Sarah. They're really cool boxes. There's some little forms and a pen right in the front. And it's really open to whatever you want to share. You can leave a name, you can not leave a name. We hope that you will so that we can connect with you. But again, the idea is just we want you to know that from the whole leadership team, from our board, from everybody, that we're all listening and we're all here for you guys. So that's probably one of the biggest changes. Oh, and then today, Tony's idea. This is a good one. So we're going to give a $5 Starbucks gift card. Don't get it yet, so don't freak out. When we do the don't get too excited. When we do the drawing for the
On-call.
after we do the first drawing, we're going to do a second drawing called Coffee Match. And the two people that we pull out of the coffee match, we're going to give you guys a $5 Starbucks gift card, and we want you to meet for coffee.
Awesome.
And at the next monthly sales meeting, we'd love for you to share a fun fact that you learned about the other person, or a way that the other person can help your business. And we encourage you to do this amongst your own teams and your own offices, but we'll definitely at least pair up a couple people here every month. So.
Awesome.
This is a fun committee.
Yes.
Join us.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Suggestion box?
I can stand by the door and take them from you guys at the end of the day today. So like Mary said, and we'll share some pens. We're talking with the city of Mesa and trying to secure a street. There's a veteran's home or a home of a veteran who needs to be painted. Some street numbers, some building of those tiny libraries. So we're trying to get several projects all on the same street so we can all see each other and kind of interact, but have a variety of things to do. So we want to make sure that we have some other options for nonprofits to get involved with or ways to leverage our monthly meetups as well. So all your feedback. Thanks.
Thank you.
Good job, ladies and gentlemen. You had a good idea. Oh my God.
Yeah, I think we're going to call them the Creative Culture Committee. Those are some awesome ideas. Good job. Thank you, everybody. And the safety part, I thought of an idea. You were going to talk about open houses and how to be safety. It's something I think we should incorporate into the open house certification. I think that combination. So thank you. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
All right, awesome. Okay, next slide is already up there. We have some wonderful people that have made a wonderful choice to join Keller Williams, and I'd like them to stand and introduce themselves to us. Barbie, were you going to stand up?
Yeah, I see that.
I'm watching you.
Super excited.
Emily, are you here? Nope. Daniel's here. Stand on up, Daniel. A little bit about yourself, please.
I've been a realtor for 4 years already. I've been with 2 other companies before coming here. I do drive a school bus in Queen Creek. Yes. I've been doing that for 9 years now.
They're all future buyers.
I look forward to trying to finally get more into real estate now doing here. I've been doing it more as a part-time. Last year was a very slow year for me, but I'm hoping to get going real good this year.
Awesome.
And Dan is a veteran, so thank you for serving our
Yep,
district.
thank you.
Appreciate it. We honor you. And one of my recruits, and I'm really excited to have you here, so welcome. Emily's not here. Cody?
Nope.
Nope. Hey, it's Teresa? They're all prospecting and getting Blanca? And that was another one too. Blanca's not here. Okay.
I want to meet Malaka.
Yeah. Paul. Desiree and
Close to my
Miguel.
name.
I think Miguel's here, right?
Miguel's
there
here.
he is. Okay. A little bit about yourself, please.
My name's Miguel, brand new to real estate. It's my 3rd day with a license.
Nice.
Real excited and hope to get to know all of you better.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And are you working on a team right now, or?
I'm working with Mauricio.
Okay, that's a team. All right, welcome. Next, we got some celebrating to do here. First listings for Stephanie and Greg, John Malika and Tamar Patchett. Good job. And I don't think any of them are here. I don't see Steph, Greg, or John, and Tamar. Okay. And first closings, another celebration. Joni and Kristen, sorry. Okay. We'll let them know that we cheered for them next time we talk to them. Alrighty.
Amanda.
What's that?
When are you going to do Amanda, or are you?
I am.
Okay.
We're going to do an agent spotlight, and before I do that, we do want to welcome a very special guest. Amanda Cragen is in the back. Underneath our values. Very well positioned underneath values.
Bring
Come
her
on
up.
up, Amanda. She didn't know we were going to be doing this to her, so. For her. Amanda is interviewing for our team leader position and comes well qualified and very well, highly recommended. And so would you like to just say a little bit about yourself? And
Sure. Okay, so I come from Las Vegas, Nevada.
that seals it right there.
No, Las Vegas is awesome. We have a great market right now up there. I have been an active agent for 3 years, and I did short sales for 5 years prior to that. So I feel like I kind of came in the rough and tough. I have a husband, 3 kids. My husband, the reason we're moving to Arizona is because he got offered a job as he's an attorney here in town now. So I know. That's 2 strikes. We need another attorney.
It's like family feud.
I have 3 kiddos, 16, 13, and 10, 2 girls and a boy. They're super good, great kids. Keep them. What else do you want to know? Anything I didn't cover?
They'll get you after the meeting, trust me.
Yeah, but I'm excited to be here. I've met some of you. I'm excited to get to know the rest of you. And if you have questions,
Well,
You
welcome.
live in Queen Creek, do I drive your kids?
I do live in Green Creek. I did. We bought a house down there, and
Whereabouts?
off of Ellsworth and Riggs.
No, I drive from north.
That's not your route?
Yeah, so yeah, from what I understand, it's like the south, like the far point.
You have a
So
hard time twice to get out of the community.
I am. Is that what you said? Awesome.
Yeah.
You're not in a great spot.
Straight out of there, oh, forget it.
I know. I'll tell you, it was tough. It was hard finding a house.
There's accidents for kids. I gotta get over to Power Road.
Oh snap! All right. Well, I'll figure.
You guys need to connect.
I was gonna say I'll
Yeah.
call you.
They'll have the latest update on the road, so.
That's right.
You can't
That's
remember.
right.
Were you Keller Williams in Vegas?
I was not Keller Williams in Vegas.
So you switched to Keller Williams when you came here to Queen Creek? Okay.
she'll be around today to chat with her.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
but we want to make sure she got to say hello and
If it's growing to do that.
Thank you.
thanks, Amanda.
Thanks, Amanda. I just wanted Robin's name to stay up there for a long, long time, so you wonder what's going to happen. Robin, come on up. I saw you. Oh, there you are. Jesse's going to ask you some questions.
Come on up, Robin.
Okay.
You want a padded chair or
Or maybe I just stand.
you want to stand?
Yes,
You can stand.
I just stand.
Okay. Well, Gary sat, so I was going to have you sit. So,
Oh, okay, well, I'll sit.
all right.
More comfortable?
Yeah. I don't want. So,
Okay.
all right. Does everybody know Robin Rotella? Gold
Oh,
Canyon.
yeah.
You know the big billboard out there as you drive east on the 60. And so we picked Robin for many reasons, but specifically to share with us her growth that she's had since she's been at Keller Williams. And so, how long have you been in business?
Well, this is our 5th year full-time, my 5th year full-time.
Okay. And you started, did you start at Keller Williams as real estate?
My story is old. Back from Illinois, I started with Coldwell Banker in 1983, and then
Okay.
I went to Remax in 1986. And then in 1994, I was burnt out, and I moved to Arizona and got out of the business for 17 years.
Wow. Okay. All right.
So then I came back and went to Keller Williams.
Okay. So I remember, I don't know how many years ago it's been now, but about 4 years. Okay. I was leading a mastermind with Robin in it, and I was challenging her to leverage herself. And she was looking at me like I had 4 eyeballs.
Now, it wasn't just me, there was a small group of us in here. And it was all of us in here. You had the team, and we were all individual agents. And
Okay.
we were asking all these questions because you were sharing lots of numbers. And he says to the group, he says, it sounds like you guys are trying to hang on to all your money. And we were like, oh, we can't spend that on an assistant. And, we were looking at our bottom line. And I just remember that going, oh, light bulb, don't keep all the money, spend it, and grow the business.
Okay. So approximately how many transactions and what kind of volume were you doing at that time?
Oh, I don't remember that, but I remember my first year sucked, and I was 1.5 million driving all over, and I'm like, oh, this is terrible. And my husband said to me, because I was a top agent back in Illinois, he says, maybe this isn't for you anymore. I'm like,
There's
oh.
some motivation.
It was terrible. So
My
anyway,
wife says that sometimes too.
the second year, I think we were about 5 million, and it was just me and an assistant.
Okay, so you and an assistant went to 5, so you were at 1.5 by yourself.
Yeah,
You hired an assistant.
yeah.
Okay, tell me more.
I got
1.5,
to
you hired an
5, and
assistant.
then I got to 8, and then I
You went
started.
to 5, hold on.
Yeah.
Now, so that is $3.5 million increase in volume.
Yes.
Okay, and that is approximately how much in gross commission
Oh,
income?
I don't have those numbers.
What it
Sometimes I
be?
don't know my numbers.
If you-
That was years ago.
Huh? About $100,000.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
How much did your assistant cost you?
Oh,
What was that investment?
I think there was 35 or something.
$35,000 to get an additional 100.
Yes.
Did you have some more free time?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, this is the way it goes. All right. Okay. Because you were busy doing more production.
I was busy building, and it was growing so fast.
Okay. So, what made you take the leap to say, I'm going to hire an assistant?
Oh, I didn't want to do all that stuff.
Okay. So, pain.
Yeah, pain, yeah.
Okay. And
I
so,
like being out there with the people. That's my strength. I got to list and sell.
Okay, great. So you hired and delegated away the
Well,
things that you
first
didn't want to do.
first I started with the transaction coordinators. Those are, the transaction managers
Yes.
here, by the piece. Those
Yeah.
are an awesome way to start.
Yes. So if you're not utilizing transaction services, make sure you are.
Yeah, don't
Because
do
if
it
you're
yourself.
not, if you don't have an assistant or transaction manager, you are one, right?
We have one in the room, I think. Could you stand up, please?
I was.
Oh, yeah.
Please say
Rock
it.
star, by the way.
She is a rock
I've
star.
used her a lot myself.
Yes.
So, all right. So now you have an assistant. You did 5. Go. What's right
Then
one?
I got up to 7 or 8, and I thought, okay, this is feeling more like my first career. This is feeling good. And my husband stopped saying, maybe it's not for you anymore. And then I thought, just me and an assistant, 10 to 12 million a year would be just fine. I wasn't really shooting for more than that. I thought that'll be just fine. And
What's the key word right there?
That'll be just fine.
That'll be
I
fine.
thought that would be just
I
fine.
I thought, okay, that's because that's what I was used to. That's what I knew. I knew
Okay.
how to sell 8 to 10 million with me and an assistant.
Okay, so if you were to reverse that and go back to that conversation you were having with yourself, what would you tell yourself right there?
Don't have limiting beliefs like that.
Okay.
And then I kept coming to the classes here at Keller Williams and learned more about the team, and finally I just took that step and got a buyer's agent. And I said to him, "Now I'm not ready to stop working with buyers, but I'll give you some of them." That was, I wasn't. I'm like, stop working with buyers. I love working with buyers. So
Okay.
I started sending half, and we go do open house. All right, you get one, I get one. And then I quickly realized I don't have time for the buyers anymore. Let them have them all.
Okay.
And then the income started going up. So I lost a job that I liked, but I realized, if I just now I can focus on listings, and then that grows the business.
Okay. So does everybody know, according to the National Association of Realtors, how many hours on average it takes to pin a buyer? Meaning from the time you meet with them to put them under contract.
23 hours or 32 hours, something like that.
Yeah, just to pin it, not to closing, is between 16 and 18 hours. How many on the listing?
4, probably.
Yeah, 4 to 6. So when you're looking at leverage and doing more, what can you do more of? Because we can't make more time, right? So what can you do more of? Listings. Right. And if you get the listings, you automatically get the buyers. Awesome. Okay, so keep going.
So he just started, but I just finished the year, so we were now at like 10 million or something, 10 or 12, I can't remember. And then I had a buyer's agent for a full year, and now we're up to like 24 million. I'm like, oh, now my life is getting a little easier because I'm not running around with the buyers. And last year with 2 buyer's agents, we ended up at about 34 million in sales, 128 closed sales.
And this is the important part.
The income's higher, the life is not as hard.
Okay, so you've delegated away
Now we have
and
2.
created opportunities
Yeah.
for others
Yes.
that they otherwise might not have had
Yes.
without you. And so I often hear, I don't want to go through all that because it's going to take too much of my time. And it actually is counterintuitive.
You have to spend a little more time to get it going, and then you just got to keep, you got to get through that little hump of switching. It was hard to find the right people. My first buyer's agent left, and now he's a competitor, so that sucked.
How is he doing?
He's doing all right, but we didn't talk about it. Then my assistant was way overloaded for a long time because I couldn't find that second one, and now we have 2.
Okay.
So now everything's okay.
Okay, so what is your role on the team now?
Well, I'm still doing all the listings
Okay.
and managing and trying to motivate and
Okay. And who does the recruiting?
the recruiting, like the buyer's agents.
Yeah,
and
to
stuff.
replace the guys that are leaving next.
Oh no, nobody leaving anymore. They just.
Sure on that?
Yes. Well, you never know.
How do you build your bench, right? How do you build your bench?
Well, it's funny that they just kind of come to you. They, they see your signs, and I get enough inquiries, and I'm very picky, so I'm just letting some of them go and taking the ones that we really want.
Okay.
So you don't even have to look. Your name is out there, and you get some inquiries.
Okay.
You got to find the right ones that fit. That's how I look at it.
Awesome. Okay. So what one thing would you tell the group here today, if no matter where they're at in their career, what's the one thing you tell them, share with them?
Leverage, leverage, leverage. Listings, leverage.
Okay. All right.
Oh, and no, the other
What
big
if they're
thing.
afraid?
Wait. The big thing that I'm a big, that I think this is the easiest way to build a business is a geographic farm. You gotta have a geographic farm. Everybody gets to know you. Your signs are there. Your open house there. You target that area. Otherwise, it's too hard. It's harder. It's harder. Not too hard. Harder.
So very focused and hyper local.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Awesome.
the key.
Okay. What's your
Plus
goals
leverage.
what's your goals for this year?
Well, I just happen to have them right here. This year, our gross commission income goal is 1.2 with a $500,000 net income goal. And last year and that's only about 20 to 25% higher than last year. So
Okay,
last year was
so it's very achievable is what
Yeah,
I'm hearing.
yeah.
Awesome, sounds like you're
We're
keeping
going
your,
to do it for sure.
and it sounds like you're keeping your expenses in line. Was that about 40%?
Yes, I use David over at Streamlined Bookkeeping Services, and I like how he just, can walk me through, you're in the model, you're in the model, you're in the model, nice and streamlined, so I highly recommend his services. And he said I was under the model on expenses, but this year I planned on being, I just, in case it was a little more expensive, I upped the goal a little bit.
Okay.
And the one thing that I'm seeing shifting is last year we sold about 22% of our own listings. No, that was in 2016, but in 2017 we sold 29% of our own listings.
Okay.
And the last half of the year, I haven't calculated it out, but I think it was closer to 50%.
Okay,
Wow.
so this is
That's
important.
awesome.
What's going on? What you're doing is something different.
Well, I'm hyper specializing in the area. I have
Okay.
2 buyer's agents. We get a listing, bring the buyer's agents out. We do open houses. We market them heavily.
You
And
do the activities.
yes.
Oh.
And the buyer's agents usually say, "Oh, I have a buyer for it." So we're going to bring on a 3rd buyer's agent now.
Awesome.
And we're, just stepping that up. But I am seeing that normally we had more listings sold than sales, and I'm seeing it shift.
It's shifting. It is
yeah.
shifting.
So
And
this,
why is that happening, you think?
there's less listings.
Because we're in a low inventory market, right? Is anybody else experiencing that?
So
Yeah.
what's saving me is having the buyer agents and all the buyer sales. So we're gonna bring one more on, and this year, our goals are actually 70 listings sold and 88 buyers sales. So we're doing like 40% sellers and 60% buyers, when that was never my goal before. 50-50 was the minimum I wanted, but we were usually higher on the listing side.
Awesome.
So it's shifting a little bit.
So if anybody wanted to get with you and pick their brain, would you be open to do that?
Oh yeah, anytime.
Okay, awesome. So give Robin a big hand.
Thank you, Robin. How many of you just received something that you thought, I could do that, I could add that to my business, something of value? Raise your hands high. Robin, look what you just did here. Thank you so much.
That's not all the hands.
That's-
Maybe I need to share something.
Well, share something else.
One of the things we try to do is be different. Has anybody heard about this little showing butler?
Nope.
This little guy, some realtor in Illinois invented him, and he goes by the front door and he sends a little message to the smartphone of the sellers so they know when the people have arrived and when they've left for the showing. So
Whoa.
I'm the only one with this out there, so if anybody
Smart
wants the
butler.
info, I'll post it on the Facebook site or just text me or whatever. And they have like marketing materials, so you can, he's pretty cool. Now, does that help?
Now how many people? Now let me see the hands. All right, it's better. Good.
So along those lines, part of our vision is to add value to you and education to you in your business, right? And was that January?
What?
Jason Abrams?
Yes.
So last month we brought in Jason Abrams to speak with us. Who was there? I see a few of you. What'd you think?
Awesome.
Awesome. Okay. The rest of you that weren't there, I'm sorry, you should have been. But the good news is we have more. So Kenny Klaus and I have been leveraging our relationships and Gary's Top 100 group to bring these people in to share with you what they're doing in their business. Okay. And
The top one is
group?
it's a group that meets with Gary Keller, once a quarter, sometimes more. I know Kenny goes to a different group as well, and masterminds with Gary once a quarter, and it's been based on the top 100 agents in all of Keller Williams.
So we have about 170,000 agents with Keller Williams, and this is the top 100 of 170,000.
Wow. Yeah, exactly. So I wanted to share with you 3 things for you to mark down because these are important. The first one is Dominate Your Market with Stephen Hilgart. He's with the Tony Robbins organization. So he's going to be coming in and talking about mindset and that type of thing and helping you with your business and dominating your specific market share. And as you were listening to Robin go through her story, I think what I heard is her mind shifted. And she started thinking about things differently. And she started thinking bigger. And as that started happening, her business changed and her life changed, right? So,
Can I add one more thing?
yeah,
It's actually more fun now with the team.
more fun. Being all alone is not cracked up to what it's.
No.
Right, I agree. And then Kenny, we got invited Lance Logan. He's coming in on March 29th. And we will be in this room. We don't know what time yet?
No,
Okay, so
It's
time.
coming soon.
Coming soon, and then April 17th, Jeff Glover is coming to talk about how to go and how he went from 0 to 100 listings in a year. And they're both awesome, aren't they?
Yeah, they're both top probably 5 in the entire
Okay.
company. Landscape probably 1,700 transactions last year. About his 7th year in the business, and probably 6.5, 7 on the GCI. And Jeff is probably 10 years younger than me. We actually came to KW at the same time, ironically, out together on quite a journey. And he's probably year over year. He's probably this year 5.5, 6 million GCI, close to 1,000 transactions. I've asked them both, though, to not talk about that stuff, because that's more of the process of development and growing. Not to come in and lie to you, how many closings they've done. It's more what can they do to help everyone. And so Lance will have a real good one he's going to put together. We've worked with Jeff to put together something. We just did a big event in Michigan. He's from Michigan, and Lance is Houston. So.
Okay, so no matter where you're at in your business, brand new to seasoned, you can come and it'll be relevant information for you. Okay, and when you're around people that think big and are doing big things, does your life get better?
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. So be there.
Opportunity to.
Oh, yes. And our vision is to be number 1 in what? Profit share. And it's our goal that you get to participate in the profit sharing. So these events are not only great for your education, but they're also great to invite a friend or 5. We'll make room. We'll make room, okay? So they're not, you can't get this stuff anywhere else. So take advantage. If you have a friend that is in the business, you owe it to them to invite them at least just to come experience it. Okay? Cool. Am I done?
One more thing, Robin. I had dropped my car off today, East Mesa Auto, great, just a little plug there. And they drove me over here for, so I can get here on time for work today. And you came up, and the guy that was out there in Gold Canyon says, "Oh, she's everywhere."
Just
So-
got a little magnet on my car.
Everything, the sign, everything, and they just, all they talked about was you in the car. I couldn't get a word in edgewise, so.
Signs work.
They work, so good job, congratulations. And also, a quick plug here, you know, in my role as wearing these 2 hats PC the last couple months, and then interim team leader in PC the last couple weeks, I've had a lot of conversations with people, and I have got to tell you, if you knew what you had here at KW, you'd never think of leaving. There would not be a doubt in your mind. So I'm going to challenge you to talk to people like Robin and Jesse and Steve and Kenny and Amy, Mindy, Shivani.
Kia.
The people have so much to offer you here. And the thing about it is they're willing to share it with you. Just a conversation I had with Jesse this morning, it's incredible. It's priceless. You can't get it anywhere else. So please, please make that a part of your business plan to reach out to people, and especially those that you think maybe they can help me. Maybe they can give me a different way to look at my business. All right. Speaking of, hey, good segue. Culture Award, come on up.
Hi.
Wait a minute, you're not the right
You're not the
person.
culture
No, I'm
recipient.
not.
Oh,
So-
that's cruel.
Last month, I had the pleasure to present the Culture Award to Linda Newhouse, our fabulous Director of First Impressions at the Gilbert Business Center.
Thank you.
And she said, "You know, Sharon, you did such a great job talking about me. Would you mind reading my presentation of the Culture Award?" So, of course, I told her, of course. So here I go. Okay. I hope I'll do you proud.
You will.
This person joined KWIF a little over a year ago. Already well established and respected in the real estate industry, this person helped to attract other like-minded agents to Keller Williams Integrity First. This person has embraced and enhanced the culture at KWIF with a willingness to learn, share, mentor, and be involved. This person continues to grow and mentor their team while still finding time to serve on the ALC, which is our Agent Leadership Council, teach Ignite classes and other classes, participates in market center events, and always with a smile to give. Along with a busy real estate schedule, this person always keeps her family first. She is a mother, a daughter, a grandmother, and a mentor. It is Linda's honor to present the Culture Award to Shivani Dallas. Yay! To get this award to Shivani. She could not be with us today because she is taking care of her family.
Congratulations, Shivani. Thank you. Okay. Oh, now I'm on my PC hat. Okay, our goal is to end up with 50 plus agents this year. We're going to go higher in the PC program, Cappers in Training. Currently we have 45 agents. The one thing I would like to, if you're a new agent out there, this is to you and also anybody else. I want to remind you that we do have script practice. And I was having a conversation with another agent this morning, and it's not just for new agents, it's for everybody. There's always something that it's not working. For some reason, I'm having a problem with this in my business, or for some reason this is happening. Sometimes a lot of it is handling objections. And the more we practice, the better we're going to get at it. So Monday through Friday at 8:30 for a half an hour, the what do you call that room down there? Bullpen is available for script practice. I would encourage, if you can't make it at 8:30, I used to have a partner in Phoenix. I would call every Tuesday morning, 8:30 to 9. We'd get on the phone, and as soon as we got on the phone, we just started, "Hi, it's Stephanie's job," blah, 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 blah. And then we would share new things that we came up with. So take advantage of the 8:30 to 9 practice. Danette's there Tuesday and Thursday, and I walk through sometimes. I'm not in there Tuesday and Thursday. And just some incredible script practicing and some practice and role playing going on. So please take advantage of it. So I talked about the agents. They're seeing a lot of production coming up with those guys. Very proud of them. Very exciting to see that happening for them. And Ignite starts, last point for PC, Monday. And we're still missing some spots for teachers. So if you are thinking that you might say, "Hey, I've got a lot of experience I'd like to share," please contact me. It's open to ALC first, so sorry everybody, all of a sudden I got something.
A tickle.
A tickle. I just want you to stare at my picture a little longer. Anyway, please reach out to me because that's important. And again, Ignite is going to be open. It's open to everybody. Especially your first year, we recommend you go at least 3 or 4 times. And if you're a seasoned agent, please join us by teaching and or attending and sharing more of your valuable information. All righty. All right, again, another way to build up your, to bring people and build up your profit share is to give them these facts. We are number 1 in closings, number 1 in volume, and number 1 in agent count in the United States of America. And it's such a great tool to have for recruiting now, because when I sit with people and tell them that, actually some people have already heard that. The word's getting around. So that's the exciting part. And when they haven't heard it, they're even more overwhelmed and excited about it. So please keep promoting this. I would suggest putting it along with our belief system. Put that in your listing and buyer presentations. All right, are we there already? Wow, that was a fast meeting. Okay, we'd like to thank Old Republic Home Protection, Academy Mortgage, Title Alliance of Arizona for sponsoring our sales meeting today. And we have one last, we got lead calls. You want me to do this or just form in there?
Did it go around? Didn't go around.
Uh-oh.
Didn't go around.
How about if you have your card, just pop it in. That might be easier.
Okay. All right. So while they're passing around the basket here, before we finish up here, we have a very exciting announcement.
Another one?
Yeah. I don't know if it's an announcement, but yeah, it might be an announcement. But a special day and time frame to share with somebody special, Michelle Rendina. And she's celebrating 20 years with Keller Williams this month. And she knew this was going to happen, obviously. Thank you, everybody, for keeping it a secret. Thank you for being here. So we have the leadership up here, and Stephanie Ochoa, you want to come up too? Yeah.
How cool is that? Another brick in the wall. All right, yeah, come on up. So I just want to say a couple of words here first. When Michelle and I first met, it was in a vacant office building that was under construction. And so we moved into this building together, into the chaos together, and she handled all of the chaos, not just of getting us started, but getting us here for 20 years. And so I contacted Gary Keller, and Gary Keller, I want to read what he wrote for Michelle. And Gary wrote, said, Michelle, I wanted to personally congratulate you on celebrating 20 years with Keller Williams Realty. You were one of the first to join our team in Arizona when nobody even knew who KW was, and we are so grateful that you did. I want you to know how much I appreciate your loyalty and your contributions to our company, but more importantly, to everyone on our Arizona team. As KW expanded and grew, you were always giving of yourself to help others understand our systems and our models. Our success as an organization is never achieved alone, and you have truly been one of the quote-unquote angels that made it happen. Thank you for your hard work, your integrity, and to always make sure that things were done the right way. And your commitment to the success of Keller Williams Integrity First Realty. And so Gary Keller sent that for us.
Well, I have something that's not as important as that letter was, but Madison and I wanted to give you something that we received from John Davis back when we had the disasters, and our region was so fundamental in getting the fundraising together, and we did such an outstanding job. Thank you to all of you. John Davis gave us this brick, and he signed it, and Madison and I talked, and we just think that that brick belongs to you.
So those of you that don't know Stephanie Ochoa, she works with the regional director, Madison Offenhauser, and she keeps everything kind of like what Michelle does, but on the regional level, right? Yep. Yes. And much, I'm sure. And she puts up with me too.
And me.
And Michelle. So, well, I just wanted to say thank you to Michelle for everything you've done. I started as an agent and with an MCA, and obviously we were friends and mentors and went through ups and downs, and you've been a rock for our market center through all the changes we've had, and you've been a rock behind me as the LP, and I thank you for embracing the vision and supporting and being who you are.
So when I came out here to take this job, you could.
You gotta speak louder, Tony.
Oh, nobody can hear me? No. Okay. When I came out here to take this job, you cooked. You took me to your house and you cooked. And I came out here and I was a little bit country and you were a little bit rock and roll. But I have to tell y'all that in all my time, and I've been doing this a long, long time, I never had a partner like you. And that's the truth. And you shared your family with me because I loved your daddy a bunch. And I just am appreciative of your commitment to the profit of this market center. But I want you to know that I always believed you had my back. And I believed you had the back of this market center, and I believed you were committed to the profitability, and thank you for that.
Okay, I should say something too because, well, I won't make you cry. No, Michelle and I have been through a lot over the last 20 years. We've had 5 market centers at one time. And so I was the general manager, and Steve and I would come to her and ask her something, and she would just look at us like we were dumb. But she always made it happen. But she always did it the right way, of course. So we appreciate everything you've done. And it's like, we've come a long way.
Yeah, thank you.
This is fun. This is fun, yeah.
No, and I can't top any of that, so. And she deals with me from a distance, so that's probably the saving grace for us, is that you don't have to smack me around.
You guys are easy.
I appreciate hearing that, I hope so. No, it's been, I mean, just the transition for us over in 10, we had the time, I don't know, 100 and some listings and whatever active, it was just it was a mess, and it just went, onboarding, and except when you asked for like documentation and like independent contract. That paperwork stuff, which was kind of a pain in the ass, but we got through it together, and so it's always there, he always responds quick, and again, obviously the rock of this place, and I appreciate being in business with this pleasure.
One more, real quick. Bill and I joined Keller Williams 18 years ago, and we ran another Keller Williams Market Center. And if it were not for Michelle, I would have left Keller Williams because there were so many issues with finding the right MCA. I think we had gone through 3 or 4 or 6 or 10 or I don't know how many. And Michelle would come over to our market center. Some of you don't know, she's called the Market Center Angel. She helps all the market centers, other companies owned by other people, other market centers. And she would come over and straighten things out, and then we could go again, and then I'd be calling her on the side, Michelle, can you come handle this is a big mess, and here she'd come. So I just want to thank you, because I don't know that we would have stayed at Keller Williams had it not been for you.
Happy 20th, Michelle.
So we're gonna celebrate downstairs right after the meeting.
Oh, do you want to say something?
No.
Oh. Were you saying something?
No, I was.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Do you want to say something?
No.
That's a first.
So please join us downstairs after the meeting, and we'll go ahead and do the lead call opportunity.
Why don't we let Michelle do
Yeah.
it today?
Sadberry team.
Woo! You gotta be present.
Are they here?
That was a good trick.
Do they have to be here?
Yeah.
Mauricio thought she'd been here for 20 years, so she got to put this on.
Thanks, Mauricio.
That's awesome. All right, I don't see her here.
So if they're not here, they don't get us. Okay.
Nope. Must be present to win.
This would be Mary Newton.
She's here! It's Crystal.
Hey, I'm good with that too.
Yeah, I'm good.
We're together.
Melanie Hamilton.
You're going to have coffee with somebody.
Okay, Michelle, will you do the 2 for coffee?
Oh, 2 for coffee. 2 for coffee.
Twofer. Barbie King.
I'll let you.
Okay. Wow. Now it'll be me.
I hope it's not Tracy.
Parents wait.
Cindy Black. Coffee, you got that?
All right. Yep. Cindy. Did you say Cindy, right? Not Cindy. Cindy and Barbie.
Where did she get her name in?
Cindy.
And I think this was the last slide, right?
Was it you? Yeah, it was Sid.
Oh, Sid.
So maybe that's Sid and Cindy.
They are a couple. And Barbie.
Here's to the next 20 years. We've just begun, everybody.
like that screen.
They are. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I'll be there. Rhonda, do I need to turn this off?
We can do it. All you have to do is X in the corner. Yeah.